Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of English Time with Kyle Millar. That's right, it's English time, and we have, it is that time. We have a great show for you today. We have a lot to talk about. It's going to be quick, though. I think we're going to do probably a 15-minute show today. It's the beauty of the podcast. You know, I come from a background in radio, having done thousands of radio shows that have to be a certain length. You know, you have to have a certain length, a certain dimension, certain section lengths for radio. But here in podcasting, you know, a lot of people make 5-minute podcasts, 9-minute podcasts. And I think if I make an hour-long podcast, a lot of people would consider that to be too long. Demasiado, they say. But anyway, we got a nice one today. We'll keep it short but sweet, and we'll look at some different grammar topics. I'll challenge you a little bit, so we're going to learn some English today. Let's jump into it. My name is Kyle Millar, and welcome to English Time with, that's right, Kyle Millar. All right, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to translate a few sentences today as we start off. And we're going to, I'll give you the sentence in Spanish. You say it in English, okay? Number 1, no va a ser fácil venderlo. No va a ser. It's not going to be easy to sell it. Yeah, it's not going to be easy to sell it. It's not going to be easy to sell it. Se van a enfadar. They're going to get angry. They're going to get angry. Se van a enfadar, claro. Te vas a poner nervioso. You're going to get nervous. And notice nervous. No, it's nervous. No, nervous. Vis. You're going to get nervous. You're going to get nervous. Se van a casar. They're going to get married. That's right, they're going to get married. Te vas a cansar de mí algún día. Eso sí. You're going to get tired of me someday. Algún día. You're going to get tired of me someday. Vas a envejecer como todo el mundo. You're going to get old like everybody. Claro, como todo el mundo. Like everybody. Se están preparando para el acontecimiento. They're getting ready for the event. Do you guys miss the little jingle? Do you miss the boop, 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 boop? I used to do that. And it's just a matter of editing, and where I'm self-producing. I should, although I have some effects, like I guess I could do something like, I could use some different effects like this. I guess I could do that, right? I could do an effect. I need to load some effects into my device, but I guess I could do this reveal. We'll do this for a few of them, okay? No te disgustes si algo sale mal. Don't get upset if something goes wrong. Si algo sale mal. Yeah, I guess that's not bad, right? Esperas mucho de ellos. You expect a lot from them. De ellos. Yeah, you expect a lot from them. No vendrán si no les llamas. They won't come if you don't call them. si no les llamas, if you don't call them. Now, with this list, we started off with a bunch of sentences using get, right? To get in the sense of become, right? To get nervous, to get married, to get tired, to get old, to get ready, get fat, right? But let's try one with that one. Vas a engordar si sigues comiendo tanto. You're going to get fat. Yeah, you're going to get fat if you keep eating so much. You're going to get fat if you keep eating so much. Tanto. Don't eat so much because you're going to get fat if you keep eating so much. Okay? So that is one of the many uses of the verb to get. I call it the king of verbs. El rey de los verbos, the verb to get, in the sense of become, como llegar a ser. Okay? Let's do a few more sentences here. Hemos estado buscándote. We've been looking. Hey, man, we've been looking for you. Hemos estado buscándote. We have been. Yeah, we've been looking for you. We've been looking for you. All right, a couple more. Let's get a little more challenging with a few adjectives here and a few expressions. How about this one? Él es de una familia adinerada. There we go. He's from a wealthy family. Wealthy. Yeah, adinerada. Adinerado. Well, no, adinerada in this case. He's from a wealthy family. Wealthy. So it's like saying rich. You could say wealthy. Adinerado. Adinerada. Wealthy. Rico. Rich. Esto podría ser perjudicial para mis intereses. This could be harmful to my interests. Yeah, mis intereses. My interests. My interests. Okay. Let's move on. Hey, why don't we practice the second conditional? And this is one of my favorite conditionals. The second conditional, right? One of my favorites, yes. We often call this the present conditional, or at least I do, because we're talking about something in the present, now. That is not true, but if it were, then we talk about what would also be true if that thing were true, now, right? So, for example, if he didn't eat so much, he wouldn't be fat, right? Imagine he's fat because he eats too much. So if he didn't eat so much, he wouldn't be so fat. He wouldn't be. So we can use the logical conclusion as a way to practice this, right? So imagine his eggs break because they are fragile. If eggs weren't fragile, they wouldn't break. Yeah, if eggs weren't fragile, they wouldn't break. Okay, now I say, I feel fine because I don't have a headache. Well, if you had a headache, you wouldn't feel fine, right? So I want you to form your job at home, en casa, hay que formar la frase, hay que formar esa frase en el segundo condicional, ¿vale? The weather is nice because it's not cold and windy. Oh. If it were cold and windy, the weather wouldn't be nice. If it were cold and windy, the weather wouldn't be nice. Okay, another one. I wear a watch because I need to know the time. Well, if you didn't need to know the time, you wouldn't wear a watch. So notice we have the if on one side, and por un lado de la oración es el if, y el would va por otro lado. Y would se pronuncia como la palabra de madera, no? Wood. Okay, candles come in handy because the electricity goes out sometimes. Well, if the electricity never went out, candles wouldn't come in handy. Resultar útil. Come in handy. To come in handy. He never invites girls out because he's very shy. If he weren't so shy, he would invite girls out. Yes, if he weren't so shy, he would invite girls out. Okay, we'll do another one. He uses butter because he doesn't like margarine. That's a good reason. He uses butter because he doesn't like margarine. Well, if he liked margarine, he wouldn't use butter. Claro. If he liked margarine, he wouldn't use butter. Okay. We'll do a couple more here. I'm poor because I'm not rich. Well, if you were rich, you wouldn't be poor, right? If you're rich, you wouldn't be poor. Okay? Now, translating with this. Another thing to remember, guys, we should say, if we use the verb to be, usando el verbo to be, hay que usar were, was, right? If I were you, yo que tú, yo en tu lugar, if I were you, if I were rich, not if I was, okay? Si no fumaras tanto, te sentirías mejor. If you didn't smoke so much, you would feel better, okay? ¿Cuál elegirías si tuvieras que elegir? Which one would you choose if you had to choose? If you had to choose, yes. Saldría aunque estuviera lloviendo. I would go out even if it were raining. So, aunque, we're going to say even if. So, it's not just a normal conditional, but it's even if. I'd go out even if it were raining. Okay. So, that completes our little practice of the second conditional. Another day we can do the third. Let's talk about a couple of expressions here. Ways of saying that you are harto de algo, molestado, estar harto de algo, o alguien. First, we have to be fed up with someone or something. To be fed up. F-E-D, como alimentado. Is she fed up with you? Di que sí. Yes, she's fed up with me. Are you fed up with all my questions? So say yes to all these. Yes, I'm fed up with all your questions. Did you get fed up with the bad weather? Yes, I got. En voz alta, ¿vale? Responde en voz alta, en afirmativo. La idea aquí es machacar y diciéndolo en voz alta. If you say the sentence out loud, then you will be forced, you will internalize it. Lo vas a internalizar, right? Were you fed up with your neighbor? Yes, I was fed up with my neighbor. Okay, now, number 2. So you have to be fed up with. Number 2, to get on one's nerves, right? Ponerse o poner de los nervios a alguien, okay? Is my brother getting on your nerves? Yes, your brother is getting on my nerves. Would it get on your nerves if I put the radio on? Yes, it would get on my nerves if you put the radio on. Has the new boss started to get on your nerves? Yes, the new boss has started to get on my nerves. Is the traffic noise getting on your nerves? Yes, the traffic noise is getting on my nerves. Okay, that's number 2. So we have to be fed up with, harto de. Ponerle los nervios a alguien, to get on one's nerves. Now, to drive one up the wall. Sacar a alguien de quicio, to drive someone up the wall. Pero me está molestando mucho. Is that loud music driving you up the wall? Say yes. Yes, that loud music is driving me up the wall. Do all the rumors at work drive you up the wall? Yes. All the rumors at work drive me up the wall? Did his drinking habit drive her up the wall? Say yes. Yes, his drinking habit drove her up the wall. Have those new neighbors driven them up the wall yet? Yes, those new neighbors have already driven them up the wall. So we have to drive someone up the wall, to get on one's nerves, to be fed up with, and finally, to be sick and tired of something, or of doing something, it could be. So were you sick and, que es como estar más que harto de algo, o de hacer algo, right? Were you sick and tired of working at night? Dígase, yes, I was sick and tired of working at night. Did she get sick and tired of you staying out so late? Yes, she got sick and tired of me staying out so late. Have you got sick and tired of that diet yet? Yes, I've already got sick and tired of this diet. Does he ever get sick and tired of watching football? Yes, he gets sick and tired of watching football. Some people do, not everybody. Sick and tired. Estar más que harto de hacer algo. To drive someone up the wall, sacar a quicio de algo. Bueno, excuse me, sacar a alguien de quicio. Eso es, ¿no? Sacar a alguien de quicio. To get on one's nerves, ponerle los nervios a alguien, and to be fed up with someone, or to be fed up with something. Okay? 4 expressions. Expresiones para decir que estás harto, pero muy harto de algo o de alguien. I hope you're not fed up with this show. I hope you're not sick and tired of this show. I hope this show isn't driving you up the wall. Right? I hope this show isn't getting on your nerves. All right, but we're going to finish. I said we would do a short one today, and sometimes short but sweet is good. Thank you for listening, everybody. I'll be back again soon. I recommend listening every day to some English, poco a poco. It's a question of quantity. And you have great listening tools available to you with podcasts, with the internet, with radio like Vaughn Radio. You have podcasts like this one. I recommend you go back and listen to past episodes of this. English Time with Kyle Millar, to keep improving your comprehension. And then for speaking, I do recommend the Conversation Club. I recommend the English Collective. It's probably it's the highest value product for English learning that's available is the English Collective. It's very, very cheap, and you can join our Conversation Club, where we practice several times a week. We have conversations, so you have no excuse to not practice your speaking. Join my Conversation Club at theenglishcollective.com. We also have about 7 classes per week, and it's all cuesta como 1 hora de clase y tienes, unos 20 y pico clases al mes. Es una locura. Está súper bien. It's really, really good. And usually about 8 conversation club sessions as well. So it's great, and I recommend it. You can go to theenglishcollective.com. If you're not a member yet, make sure you join, because it is an incredible tool. Spain needed this. I think the English Collective, there's nothing like it. It's not a course, it's a community, and that's the beauty of it. That's the magic of it. theenglishcollective.com. Check it out if you're not a member yet. And if you are a member, hey, I'll see you soon inside in our Conversation Club, or in one of the classes, or just talking in our community at theenglishcollective.com. Thank you for listening, everyone. I'll be back soon with another episode. This has been English Time with Kyle Millar, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.